Welcome to Obituarypedia. Join us as we honor the stars, visionaries, and icons who passed between April 16th and 30th, 2018 in the United States. Kristen Nelson, she was born in June 1945 and she died in April 2018. Her age was 72 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was heart attack. An American primitive painter, actress, and author. She was the daughter of Ozzie and Harriet Nelson and sister of Ricky Nelson. As an actress, she appeared on The Adventure of Ozzie and Harriet and Adam Trough, but later focused on her career as a painter. Robert Mandan, he was born in February 1932 and he died in April 2018. His age was 86 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was cancer. An amazing actor, best known for his role as the womanizing Chester Tate on the controversial sitcom Soap. He also had recurring roles on Three's Company and Private Benjamin. Mandan had a long career in television, film, and theater. Barbara Bush, she was born in June 1925 and she died in April 2018. Her age was 92 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death were complications from COPD and congestive heart failure. The wife of George H.W. Bush, 41st President, and mother of George W. Bush, 43rd President. As First Lady from 1989 to 1993, she championed universal literacy through the Barbara Bush Foundation for Family Literacy, known for her down-to-earth demeanor and wit. Paul Younger-Witt, he was born in March 1941 and he died in April 2018. His age was 77 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was cancer. An American film and television producer, along with his wife, Susan Harris, and Tony Thomas. He formed Witt Thomas Harris Productions. They produced numerous successful sitcoms like Soap, Benson, The Golden Girls, and Empty Nest, as well as films like Dead Poets Society. Harry Anderson, he was born in October 1952 and he died in April 2018. His age was 65 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was stroke due to influenza and heart disease. An American actor, comedian, and magician. He starred as Judge Harry Stone on the popular sitcom Night Court from 1984 to 1992. He also played columnist Dave Barry in the sitcom Dave's World and appeared frequently on Cheers as magician Harry the Hat. James F. Sermons, he was born in December 1917 and he died in April 2018. His age was 100 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. An American broadcasting executive who worked for CBS from 1942 to 2000, first in radio operations and later in labor and industrial relations. By the time of his retirement in 2000, he had worked for 58 years at CBS and was responsible for over 200 labor agreements in broadcasting. Vern Troyer, he was born in January 1969 and he died in April 2018. His age was 49 at the time of his death, and he took his own life by alcohol poisoning. An American actor, comedian, and stunt performer, notable for his short stature, 2 feet 8 inches, due to achondroplasia dwarfism. He was best known for playing Mini-Me in the Austin Powers film series. He also appeared in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone and The Love Guru. Charlie Rice, he was born in March 1920 and he died in April 2018. His age was 98 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. An American jazz drummer from Philadelphia. He played with many jazz greats throughout his career, including Dizzy Gillespie, John Coltrane, and Sonny Stitt. Rice was a respected figure in the Philadelphia jazz scene for decades. Al Swift, he was born in September 1935 and he died in April 2018. His age was 82 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. An American politician and broadcaster who served as a Democratic United States representative from Washington State from 1979 to 1995. He was known for his work on energy policy and chaired the Subcommittee on Energy and Power. Before politics, he worked in radio and television broadcasting. Gil Santos, he was born in April 1938 and he died in April 2018. His age was 80 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. An American sportscaster, best known as a longtime radio play-by-play announcer for the New England Patriots of the NFL, he called Patriots games for 36 seasons. From 1971 to 2012, except 1980, he was inducted into the Patriots Hall of Fame in 2013. Don Bustany, he was born in August 1928 and he died in April 2018. His age was 89 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. An American radio and television producer, primarily known for co-creating and producing Casey Kasem's radio countdown show, American Top 40. He was Kasem's childhood friend and longtime business partner. He also worked on local television in Los Angeles. Tim Calvert, he was born in November 1965 and he died in April 2018. His age was 52 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death were complications from ALS. An American guitarist known for his work in heavy metal genre, he was a member of the thrash metal band Forbidden during the mid-1990s. He later joined the progressive metal band Nevermore, playing on their acclaimed album Dreaming Neon Black. Charles Neville, he was born in December 1938 and he died in April 2018. His age was 79 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was pancreatic cancer. An American R&B jazz saxophonist, best known as a member of the New Orleans musical family group, the Neville Brothers. His distinctive saxophone playing was a key part of the band's eclectic sound, blending funk, R&B, jazz, and soul. He was also a member of the Meters for a time. Art Simmons, he was born in February 1926 and he died in April 2018. His age was 92 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. An American jazz pianist who spent most of his career living and performing in Paris, France. He moved to Paris after serving in the Second World War and became a fixture in the city's jazz scene. He led his own trio and accompanied singers like Billie Holiday during their European tours. Bob Dora, he was born in December 1923 and he died in April 2018. His age was 94 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. An American jazz pianist, singer, and composer, he was a primary songwriter and musical director for the beloved animated educational series Schoolhouse Rock. He wrote and performed iconic songs like Conjunction Junction and 3 is a Magic Number. Larry Harvey, he was born in January 1948 and he died in April 2018. His age was 70 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death were complications from a massive stroke. An American artist, philanthropist, and activist. He was the main co-founder of the annual Burning Man event, an influential counterculture gathering in the Nevada desert. He served as the executive director of the Burning Man Project. Arthur B. Rubinstein, he was born in March 1938 and he died in April 2018. His age was 80 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was cancer. An American composer for film and television. He won an Emmy Award for his work on the television series Scarecrow and Mrs. King. He composed the scores for numerous films, including War Games, Blue Thunder, and Stakeout. Alan Campbell, he was born in April 1929 and he died in April 2018. His age was 88 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. An American molecular biologist and professor at Stanford University. He was a pioneer in the study of bacteriophage lambda, a virus that infects bacteria. His research provided fundamental insights into the gene regulation and recombination. Campbell was an elected member of the National Academy of Sciences in 1971. Ken Hoffman, he was born in February 1923 and he died in April 2018. His age was 95 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. An American real estate developer based in Northern California. He was the co-owner of the Oakland Athletics baseball team from 1995 to 2005. He was also a minority owner of the Seattle Seahawks NFL team. Joel Covell, he was born in August 1936 and he died in April 2018. His age was 81 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death were complications from pneumonia and dementia. An American scholar, psychiatrist, and author, known for his work on eco-socialism and critiques of capitalism and imperialism. He wrote several influential books, including White Racism, A Psychohistory, and The Enemy of Nature, The End of Capitalism or The End of the World. He was the Green Party candidate for the United States Senate in New York in 1998. David Wiegand, he was born in May 1947 and he died in April 2018. His age was 70 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was cancer. An American journalist and critic who worked for the San Francisco Chronicle for over 2 decades. He served as the newspaper's executive features editor and television critic. He was a prominent voice in Bay Area arts and culture journalism. Author R.G. Sorensen, he was born in September 1928 and he died in April 2018. His age was 89 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. An American lawyer and novelist, he practiced corporate law in Philadelphia for many years. He was also the author of several well-regarded novels, often set in Philadelphia or Germany, including The Princess in Berlin and The Comfort Letter. Edward W. Taylor, he was born in March 1931 and he died in April 2018. His age was 87 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. An American scholar and professor of English literature at Columbia University. He was a renowned expert on Renaissance literature, particularly the works of John Milton and Andrew Marvell. He taught at Columbia for over 40 years. Leland B. Yeager, he was born in October 1924 and he died in April 2018. His age was 93 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. An American economist known for his work in monetary economics and international trade theory. He was associated with the Austrian School of Economics and was a professor at Auburn University and the University of Virginia. He authored several influential books on monetary policy and theory. Richard Jenrette, he was born in April 1929 and he died in April 2018. His age was 89 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death were complications from cancer. An American investment banker who co-founded the influential Wall Street firm Donaldson, Lofkin, and Jenrette in 1959. DLJ pioneered research-driven investing and was the first New York Stock Exchange member firm to go public. Jenrette was also known for his passion of historic preservation. Hoyt Patrick Taylor Jr., he was born in April 1924 and he died in April 2018. His age was 94 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. An American politician who served as the 28th Lieutenant Governor of North Carolina from 1969 to 1973. A Democrat, he previously served in the North Carolina House of Representatives. He was a prominent figure in North Carolina politics for decades. Susan Williams, she was born in June 1951 and she died in April 2018. Her age was 66 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was undisclosed. An American marine biologist and distinguished professor of evolution and ecology at the University of California, Davis, where she directed the Bodega Marine Laboratory from 2000 to 2010. Williams served as president of the Coastal and Estuarine Research Federation from 2009 to 2011. Charles Zwick, he was born in July 1926 and he died in April 2018. His age was 91 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was cancer. An American economist who served as a director of the United States Office of Management and Budget, OMB, from 1968 to 1969 under President Lyndon B. Johnson. He later had a long career in private sector, including serving as CEO of the Southeast Banking Corporation. Alice Provenson, she was born in August 1918 and she died in April 2018. Her age was 99 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was undisclosed. An American illustrator and writer, best known for the numerous children's books she created with her husband Martin Provenson. They collaborated on over 50 books, winning the Caldecott Medal for the glorious flight across the Channel. After Martin's death, she continued to write and illustrate. Gerald Meinwald, he was born in January 1927 and he died in April 2018. His age was 91 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. An American chemist known as a pioneering in the field of chemical ecology, the study of chemically mediated interactions between living organisms. He was a professor at Cornell University. He received the National Medal of Science in 2012. He was the author or co-author of well over 400 scientific articles. Bruno Sammartino, he was born in October 1935 and he died in April 2018. His age was 82 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death were complications from multiple organ failure due to heart issues. An Italian-American professional wrestler, best known for his time with the Worldwide Wrestling Federation. He held the WWF World Heavyweight Championship for over 11 years across 2 reigns, the longest in the title history. He was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2013. Robert Cates, he was born in January 1929 and he died in April 2018. His age was 89 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. An American geographer and independent scholar, he was a pioneering figure in the study of natural and technological hazards, risk assessment, and sustainable development. He was a member of the National Academy of Sciences and received the National Medal of Science in 1991. Jim Maseley, he was born in March 1935 and he died in April 2018. His age was 83 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was cardiac arrest. An American Democratic politician who represented Middlesex County's 19th District in the Massachusetts State Legislature. Maseley was a conservative Democrat. He supported immigration enforcement, the death penalty, opposed abortion, and same-sex marriage. Dave Nelson, he was born in June 1944 and he died in April 2018. His age was 73 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death were complications from liver cancer. An American professional baseball player, coach, and broadcaster, he played as an infielder in Major League Baseball, most notably for the Texas Rangers, where he was an All-Star in 1973. After his playing career, he worked as a coach, manager, and broadcaster primarily for the Milwaukee Brewers. Dee Hardison, he was born in May 1956 and he died in April 2018. His age was 61 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. An American professional football player who was a defensive lineman in the NFL. He played for the Buffalo Bills, New York Giants, San Diego Chargers, and Kansas City Chiefs. During his 10-year career, he played college football at the University of North Carolina. Kona Schwenk, he was born in May 1992 and he died in April 2018. His age was 25 at the time of his death, and he died in his sleep. An American football player who was a defensive lineman. He played college football at the University of Notre Dame. He spent time on the practice squads of several NFL teams, including the Kansas City Chiefs and Seattle Seahawks, but never appeared in a regular season game. Marv Rackley, he was born in July 1921 and he died in April 2018. His age was 96 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. An American professional baseball player who was an outfielder in Major League Baseball. He played for the Brooklyn Dodgers, Pittsburgh Pirates, and Cincinnati Reds during the late 1940s and early 1950s. He was known for his speed and base stealing ability. Earl Bruce, he was born in March 1931 and he died in April 2018. His age was 87 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death were complications from Alzheimer's disease. An American college football coach, he succeeded the legendary Woody Hayes as head coach at Ohio State University, leading the Buckeyes from 1979 to 1987 and winning 4 Big Ten Conference championships. He was inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame in 2002. John Peter Kuski, he was born in January 1925 and he died in April 2018. His age was 93 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. An American football coach known for his legendary success at Neshaminy High School in Pennsylvania, where he built a powerhouse program. He later coached at the college level, including stints at Boston College, Princeton, Harvard, and Liberty University. He was also an assistant coach for the Cleveland Browns. Benny Cunningham, he was born in December 1954 and he died in April 2018. His age was 63 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was cancer. An American professional football player who was a tight end in the NFL. He played his entire 10-year career for the Pittsburgh Steelers, winning 2 Super Bowl rings. He was a first-round draft pick out of Clemson University in 1976. George Aluzik, he was born in February 1935 and he died in April 2018. His age was 83 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. An American professional baseball player who was an outfielder in Major League Baseball. He played parts of 5 seasons for the Detroit Tigers and the Kansas City Athletics during the late 1950s and early 1960s. Bob Schermerhorn, he was born in 1943 and he died in April 2018. His age was 75 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was heart attack. An American college baseball coach. He became head coach at Canyon High School in 1974 and coached for 4 seasons. He coached at Sheffield College until 1980 when it ceased its basketball program. From 1980 to 1983, Schermerhorn served as assistant coach at UC Irvine. He was selected as the Orange Empire Conference Coach of the Year in 1994 and 1996. John Duffy, he was born in October 1945 and he died in April 2018. His age was 72 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. An American pitcher in Major League Baseball. He was a starting pitcher in 2 games for the Los Angeles Dodgers during the 1967 MLB season. Quentin Sickles, he was born in December 1926 and he died in April 2018. His age was 91 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. An American football player, he played college football for the University of Michigan in 1944 and from 1946 to 48. He played on Michigan's undefeated 1947 and 1948 national championship teams. His college football career was interrupted by service in the United States Coast Guard during the 1945 football season. Thanks for watching the video. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Have a nice day.